Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Who are you?
Oh, who am I? Today I am Shingai Shoniwa from the Noisettes.
And I'm Dan Smith from the Noisettes.
We've heard the new album, so tell us a little bit about the new album. How long have you been working on that?
Oh, you've heard the new album?
I have indeed.
Awesome. We sort of started working on it at sort of kind of mid-2010, so it's been about a year and a half, a bit more in the making, and we were still touring Wild Young Hearts at the time, so it was really fantastic to start getting these new songs that we could bolt onto the set, and it made that tour more exciting because we could give people little sneak previews and of things. We're also kind of like expanding our repertoire, just playing a lot of strange kind of covers and things that people wouldn't be sort of expecting. So yeah, we've been working very hard, travelling around the globe tirelessly like DHL to deliver this package to you guys. It's called Contact, and yeah, we're really ready to deliver it now.
What was the inspiration behind the album title?
I think it's, in a lot of ways, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. It's sort of, the actual song Contact started out as a thing that was very kind of, it sounded a lot like the soundtrack to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but had a kind of breakbeat on it. But the song evolved into something that was more about human contact as opposed to sort of contact with aliens and stuff like that. And I think that after a while we kind of...
Dan was making a lot of contact with aliens.
I was making contact with aliens, especially after a few transatlantic flights and contact with a minibar in a hotel room, which I made.
Is that what influenced the contact?
That influenced contact. I was actually sort of writing the tune, playing guitar, plugged into my computer, bouncing up and down on the bed, really pissed at 9 o'clock in the morning in a hotel room in New York. But yeah, that was...
I think like my esteemed colleague here is saying, there's a lot of contact being made, what with technology and everything, and Twitter and Facebook, and oh my god, but like the human contact is kind of it's becoming a bit of a sort of novelty, I think, these days. And I suppose when you're traveling around a lot, you really yearn for that, like the real shit, you know, the real contact. I don't mean like literally like that, but
contact sport.
just yeah, I think we should all make more, because that's the best kind.
Yeah.
That's the best encounter.
There's a song on the album, is it That Girl, where lyrically you mentioned, is it something about blog and tweets?
Oh my, yeah.
Or what's the
tweeting and a blogging.
Tweeting and a blogging.
Blogging and a tweeting. That's me again. Oops.
How do you feel about that so many musicians these days spend so much time online?
I think to reach his or her own, but for me personally, I just don't want to lose the most important contact, which is, you know, with your friends and your family. Like, you know, it's the embrace of a lover. That's the contact that means the most, and that's something that can't be replaced by tweeting and blogging. So I just think it's quite nice to sort of take the mick out of a lot of these sort of social kind of media, social feeds, drip feeds. Yeah, it's the language. I just find it really very bazookas. So like he's just feeding into my whatever.
Is that how it happens when you're in the studio, is it?
Well, the thing is, like language is there to dissect and to be played with, and people play with us to sell shit to us. So as artists, it's our duty to play with language, to enjoy making music, and to break it down and to make poetry out of very small things that seem to be the centre of people's lives sometimes. And I said, like, to each his own, but to me, I often find myself being like an observer to it all, and I do get involved here and there, and I think it's fantastic, you know, to make contact with fans and people and different industries and stuff. But I'm still always going to be yearning for that other kind of contact when I get home, you know, like a hug from a mate. And so I guess yeah, like I said, we could muse for hours about the word contact and how it inspires the album and where the world is now with contact. But I think it would be another couple of cups of these.
With a little bit of an extra on the side.
No, I just mean that I feel that you and I
Yeah.
and Daniel we could start a debate right now. In fact, let's start a debate right now on Twitter. Contact. What does it mean to you, and how important is it? You know, it's like how long is a piece of string, and what's the most important?
Yeah.
For something that's so outward looking, like sort of tweeting and blogging and being in this whole social network, everyone's so inward with looking at their camera phones or smartphones and walking. You see so many people doing the phone walk, the sort of being nearly run over by taxis or bumping into grannies, sort of, because they're just walking like that. It's like, how do you have time to live if you're just... It's amazing. I think that, but people are communicating all over the world, but they're not like kind of in their immediate kind of 1 meter circumference. There's not much communication.
Taking away the soul of it.
Yeah.
Well, but again, you know, it's helping us. It's helping our music to contact.
Yeah.
Massive contact the world. So I just I mean I'm a great fan of like debating the whole thing, but I know that the day that starts replacing the kind of contact that enabled us all to be standing here, then we'll have problems. As long as it doesn't get confused for the real thing, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, as long as people can still make, you know, like I said, just high fiving and shit. You
Yeah.
can't high five someone online, man.
High five. I feel like I'm part of the group now.
Yeah, we should start a high fiving page online where an actual human hand jumps out of the screen.
Grab your 3D glasses and all. Just mentioning you growing up, I read somewhere that you were initially thinking about going into acting, and you did some burlesque. Have you been following sort of this resurgence of the burlesque scene happening at the moment? Are you interested at all by burlesque that's happening?
I'm interested in all art. I never my enthusiasm never goes away. I'm still as inquisitive. I still read plays. I still read all kinds of books. You know, if I'm at home, I'm hanging out with my family or my little brother. We read screenplays, you know, to each other in different accents. We're always sort of developing ourselves. It's quite a crazy.
So if I just asked you to do an accent now, could you do it? Do one from Texas.
Oh, Texas? What? We do everything big.
Go to Australia now.
Australia? Really? Why? Is that because you're from there? What? Is 6 ever?
Love
Is
it.
6 ever?
Love it.
Wait, that's a bit nice. Can you give us
Oh no, don't ask me to do an accent. No.
But, yeah, so.
When I got the album and I saw the track listing, I was really excited that there was a song on there called Let the Music Play, and then when I first heard it, I was really disappointed because I thought it'd be a cover of Shannon's. But then on the second play, it ended up being my favourite track on the album. So yeah, I absolutely love it. So tell me a little bit about it. When was that born? Is that a new song, or how did that originate?
It's a new song.
Yeah. I mean, it's again we went down to Brighton quite a bit in sort of between autumn sort of 2010, which is when you moved down there that summer, and sort of went back quite a bit as well in early 2011. And there's this great little place called Brighton Electric, and Toby and Dan, you and me, I went down there, and it's really that song kind of, I suppose it kind of came out of the that sort of, I think we were both listening to quite a lot of bad sort of slap bass sort of stuff. We were playing a lot of like Larry Graham's sort of YouTube solos, slap bass solos, and I just wanted to have this vocal that was like doubling up with the. So we kind of, I think that was kind of the first verse, me just sort of singing along the melody to the, and so it sounded so bad at first, and then I just got so into it, and we pursued it. Usually we'd sort of park it at that point and go, okay, that's enough fun. Shingy or whoever was like just really trying to push for this idea, but
it's funny because we've done a lot of co-writes up until that point, and then this is one of the first sort of times where it was just me and Shingy and the drummer in the studio, and we started. I think that was the first song where the people that were in the record company that we were with were like, wow, that's better than all the stuff we've done. Well, not all the stuff, but it's like it's really strong, and it was good to have that kind of that vote of confidence in our own stuff, left to our own devices. And we started to do a lot more down there.
The best bit was you know when you sometimes go to those meetings, those label sort of meetings, and they're like playing the tracks really loud and. You know,
and the most amazing stereo system you've ever seen.
Well, yeah, just I don't know. I didn't really notice. I knew it was loud, and we were at the big sort of top floor of this kind of like record company place, and me and Daniel were like, are they going to notice the psychedelic 6 8 week late? Are they going to notice the Are they going to notice it? Are they going to? No, just carried on, and I swear they were still just doing that, and I was like, Jesus. If we can slip that, Mickey.
Is it going to be a single?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. I don't think we're trying to sort of detach ourselves from that sort of single choosing process because
it's difficult now.
Feels unfair.
You can get anything online as well. How do you feel that people can download your music illegally? Some of your fans, does that bother you?
Oh, everything is a potential crime. With this straw, you could blow espresso in someone's eye and then that could be a crime.
Yeah.
Something so innocent, I don't know.
We're always nicking something, all of us, like all humankind is always nicking something.
Sharing.
They will try and barter and pay for stuff, but there's always something you end up nicking inadvertently.
Well, I think I'm about to commit a crime and chat to you all day here, but I think we need to wrap it up now.
Okay.
Thanks for taking the time to
thank
chat.
you.
It was really
That's
lovely to
right.
meet you. High five.
Enjoy
Contact.
the album.
All about
Thank you.
contact. Have a good afternoon.
You too, mate.